This is a true story about a man who emotionally abused his wife until she died. He actually went to my church, and the woman started having a brain tumor, and he started pushing her around in a wheelchair, and everyone, felt sorry for her, felt sorry for him, and he looked like he was doting on her, and everyone thought he was the greatest husband out there, and grieving that she was getting sicker and sicker. And sadly, she ended up dying at age 49 of a brain tumor. Well, then I learned the other side of the story, talked to his teenage son, and the son revealed to me that he was actually emotionally abusive to not only his wife, but also to his other siblings. And so those siblings, as soon as they graduated from high school, left. And she ended up, of course, his wife dying, and it was horrible. He told me that he was very abusive to her emotionally, behind closed doors. But in front of the church, he acted like he was loving and kind and sweet. And so he was not that way, though, behind closed doors. And what I learned was he was actually sexually molested by his own father. And that's what gave him these demons because of that. And well, then he turned around, of course, and then abused his wife to the point of where she died. And you think about that, when a person's emotionally abusing you, or they're saying words that are hurtful and harmful, where do you hear that information? You hear it between your ears, of course. And what is between your ears is your brain. And so she ultimately died of a brain tumor. And it was very sad to watch all this go down. But then to learn the other side of it was, it was because he was sexually abused and he never got delivered from his demonic spirits. And so emotional abuse will take its toll on a person, and it can cause a person to die. And so if you are around a spouse who treats you that way, day after day, week after week, month after month, it's going to cause you to get oftentimes sicker and sicker and sicker, to the point to where you could die. You could get a disease and die from that. So you have to understand that it's extremely important not to stay forever around a person that's going to emotionally abuse you. Emotional abuse can kill you and stop you from doing what God's calling is. So you need to obey the Lord, submit to the Lord. And if a person is not submitted to the Lord, and they're saying these horrible words to you, it can have a horrible effect on you. So I have a book called Freedom from Soul Wounds and Demons. It's available on Amazon in paperback, Kindle, and Audible. It's helping thousands of people to get healed from their soul wounds, to get delivered from their demonic spirits, so that they can actually treat their spouse and their children and other people, in a loving way, in a kind way. And that book's also available in Spanish. Again, it's called Freedom from Soul Wounds and Demons. All right, thanks.